What's up, guys? I'm Anthony of Vortex Visions Designs, and if you happen to find yourself to be a little unorganized while managing projects, then stick around as I'm going to share my approach of balancing work by using a commission sheet, which just offers a detailed scope of project initiatives, deadlines, as well as priority levels and objectives. That way, you'll be able to tackle projects moving forward with an optimal workflow and find the ideal format based on the type of work that you do. So with that said, let's dive right in and check out the commission sheet. Okay, so here we have the sheet where I'm just going to cover the basic description of what each of these categories means. That way you can formulate the basic layout or ideal layout for the type of work that you do. So with that said, we'll jump right in and we'll start with the projects tab here, which is basically just going to highlight what the business name is, the client name or project name. Whatever you see fit, that's where I drop it. And the next tab here we have description. Obviously it's just a basic description of what the project is. So for the band Psychostick, I'm working on apparel graphic number 3. So this is my third rendition of a graphic for them, so I just leave that pretty basic there. For the next tab, status, I have just the general description of what it is I'm working on for that certain project. So I'm working on a cartoon concept sketch. Nothing more intricate than that, so it's pretty basic there. And then next we have the queue, where you can see down here I have a queue indicator just in case the client is not sure what each of these categories means. So I'm going to go down the list here. You can see I have queued, which means that I've received the details and I'm ready to begin working. Next we have paused, so that means that I've already made progress within the project, but I've taken a break and I'm not currently working on it, so I'll keep it as paused. And then next we have working, which is just an indicator of when exactly I'm working on that project in real time. Now I try to do my best to keep up with it. Sometimes I do forget to toggle that off, but in that event I just hope that if my clients are looking at that, they're not assuming that I'm working on this for an ungodly amount of time. So I try to be good with keeping up with it. And then next we have waiting for client. As you can see here, this is toggled on for this Psychostick project. I have yet to receive the details. I'm still waiting on them. They're a band and I know that they're really busy. They have a lot going on, so I have that set to waiting for client because I'm ready to receive the details from them. Next we have waiting for payment, which is just that. So I'm waiting on a payment from the client because I've either completed a milestone or finalized the project in its entirety. And it's just a good indicator for the client to know that their payment is due. And sometimes I will have clients that take a little longer than anticipated to finalize a payment, and this is just a way to push this more towards their attention, as well as just remind me to kind of keep up with it when I can. And then next we have the priority level, and as you can see I have 0, which means it's inactive. This might be a recurring client, so if I'm not working on anything for them for the time being, I will just keep this inactive. And then next we have the respectable, which means I have a decent amount of time to work on this project. It's not something that needs to be rushed. I can kind of just work on it whenever I get around to it. And then moderate, obviously I have somewhat of a deadline. I have to make sure that I don't take too long with completing the design work, but for the most part I have to just be considerate and get to it as soon as I can. And then next we have urgent, which is obviously something that needs to be done as soon as possible. It might have a strict deadline. It might need to be something that has to be done as soon as possible. And with that said, this is just a clear indicator, or a reminder for me rather, that I need to get this done as soon as I can. And then next we have the objective meter, which is something new I've integrated within my commission sheet. And it's not always accurate with the progress, but I like to include it just so they have another basic understanding of where I'm at with the design. So essentially it's like a download bar where you have 0 to 100%. So for the Psychostick design, I have yet to fill this meter up because I'm waiting on the client to receive the details. Therefore I have not begun working. But as you can see for this client here, 6th of August, I've been working on this objective for a while now, so the progress is pretty far, and once it reaches 100%, then it will reset based on the next initiative of the design. And yeah, and then there you have it. That's pretty much it for the commission sheet. It's pretty basic in understanding, but it helps give me a mapped layout of what each project entails, when it needs to be done, as well as provide the client with an easy way to view the progress for each objective. And yeah, with that said, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to showcase here. Hopefully it gave you a little indication of how to go about organizing your projects a little bit more efficiently. If you find this helpful, definitely leave a comment below, or if you had some suggestions for how to improve upon this, definitely let me know. But yeah, if you appreciated this video, give a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and with that said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Alright, until then, peace.